It's 2026. We were told that by now human art would be obsolete, if not totally replaceable. For the past year, I've watched AI try to mimic creations, and my conclusion is undeniable. I believe that AI will never be able to truly replace you, me, or any earnest creator. Ever. Now, for any AI advocates that want to skip the video and get straight to being disrespectful in the comment section, here's the TLDR. The human experience cannot be noised down into binary, and human expression that has creative soul is impossible to be replicated by an algorithm. Okay, for all the beautiful viewers still here, I'm going to take the rest of this video to give you the encouragement and advice that you need to keep sharing your creations and chasing your dreams in 2026 without the fear of AI looming over your shoulder or hiding in your window. All while those AI advocates I talked about are busy getting their comments deleted and users blocked down below. I briefly touched on the topic of AI in a previous video, but I feel like a dedicated video is well overdue. Now, I wrote this script for this video about 2 weeks ago, and within those 2 weeks, I've seen a countless amount of creators create their AI video for the end of the year and the new year. It made me a bit discouraged, but I feel like this is a message that still needs to be shared. Like a thief in the night, AI is coming for your art. Yes, even yours. It's terrible, unethical, and immoral, but when has that ever stopped a big bad before? What makes me really sad, though, is the thought of the many revolutionary creators of our time and the times to come maybe being dissuaded from starting their creative journey because of these inhuman bandits. Let me paint a picture for you. That's what the art forgery solicitors of old said once upon a time, I'm sure. Now, the AI forgery is more along the lines of, let me prompt that for you, but the sentiment stands. Forgery, specifically for the arts, were when grifters, enamored by the game, but more often money, created and or sold artwork that was intentionally falsely credited to other artists. Artists that were often more famous than said con artists. The fraud would have no care for the original creative, the degradation of the artist's work and catalog, violating copyright, or the straight-up plagiarism, as long as they could get that bag. And it wasn't even as if copying or modern-day tracing an art piece was illegal. All that was required was to credit the original artist and admit the art was a reproduction, replica, study, or practice. And I'll tell you all about the main difference between the two, but first, I want to tell you guys about my graphic novel. Yes, the very first volume of The Lost Land Sage is available on Amazon and my home site right now, where you can purchase it and I'll send it to you and hopefully you enjoy it. Otherwise, you can also read the story from the prologue all the way up to chapter 5, which premieres next week, on my website, readprojectsage.com. Now, back to forgery. The difference is that the scam artist has the intent to deceive. And this is nearly identical to the method and intentions of AI artists. They are modern-day forgers who seek to profit off of the backs of the dedicated and tortured and sometimes even tedious works of true creatives. Yet, the same issues of the old tricks still remain. There are always tells for when something is a fake, and the best and brightest warning sign shares a name with one of Disney's better modern animated films. Soul. I think that in AI forgery, this tell is worse off because at least prior in the world of fraudulent creatives, a human touch was still behind the deception. Those who consume art like junk food may not recognize the soul in art. When someone is scrolling to the next webcomic and then getting bored and on to the next and the cycle repeats, there is no time to observe the human experience, falsely leading these boring hacks to believe that art, human expression through creative mediums, can be studied and can be studied and replicated by noise, math, and ones and zeros. Forgive me for my bluntness, but what a bunch of losers. To me, it's giving, I could never beat the school track star in racing because I don't really run, so I gave myself bionic legs that optimize the best running style. Now, aren't I better than Billy from high school? Losers. Okay, I don't want to get off track or be too negative or mean-spirited. My point is, those losers will never beat Billy with the merit of their own efforts, and AI will never be able to create the same art you can. Because AI has never lost a loved one too soon, or been heartbroken by their first love, or betrayed by a close friend. AI has never even fallen in love or gazed in awe at a night sky full of stars and galaxies, or felt warmed by a bonfire on a crisp fall afternoon. Heck, AI has never even stubbed a toe and felt the betrayal from the couch you thrifted and gave a home. A little personal, but let's move on. These are the heartbreaking, life-giving, and mundane aspects of life that fuel the soul behind human art. Music, poetry, digital and traditional drawings and illustrations, they are all journey entries from the ether of our minds and beats of our hearts transitioned into physical reality in a means which the creator sees fit. For me, it's sharing my descent into schizophrenia.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
For me, it's sharing my descent into schizophrenia and the refinding of my faith through a magical fantasy story about witches. Lord of the Rings would not be what it is without the creator's own experiences with war. Gravity Falls wouldn't be such a beautiful dichotomy without the creator's own twin experience. Your work can't be all that you want it to be without your unique, unreplicable experiences. And in 2026, when AI seems like the easy in, it is more important than ever that you share your art. If AI creation is something that everyone can do, then it is not special. It's not even worth anything, not really. Those who value human integrity and want to hear your story, see your art, and consume your content are still there. You may have a hard time believing me just now. Not me. I'm so bad at this, you're thinking. And to the person who just thought, I'm not even a creative person, just stop lying to yourself. Actually, that brings me to a quick tangent. Can we stop shelling out the lie of people who are not creative existing? It breaks my heart literally every time someone who doesn't have the traditional forms of creativity dejectedly says that they wish they were creative. The way you decorate your home, the way you dress, or you like to wear your hair or beard, or any and all forms of self-expression are creative. So yes, you are creative. Don't let the education system fail you once again. Back on track, I am a prime example of people still wanting to observe authentic art and the creative journey. The art I displayed a little over a year ago was, let's say, not up to my current standard. Shoot, it wasn't even up to my past standard. My storytelling was very immature, but still, I earned the trust of 100 subscribers, all encouraging me to keep going. Then 200, 400, and over 500 people who care about an idea that I had 4 years ago. Sorry, I need a second because that still kind of blows my mind. So even if you think you're bad or you're not ready, to share the experience of your journey is valuable. I will admit, as much as I wish I could say I never use AI, I do have a full-time job, and within that job, we're actually encouraged to utilize AI for copy peer revisions, outlines, number crunching, and data analysis. It does save a lot of time, I have to admit, and I do kind of see the value in AI as a tool, if we can get the energy consumption issue under control. However, to quote my fiance, AI should never be the final product. Even if what you make is bad, at least it's human. Which is another point I can appreciate about Wicked. If you're curious about what else I did and didn't like about that movie and what I rated it out of 10, check out this video where I take Wicked's mistakes to make my own graphic novel, The Lost Land Sage, better. You can read The Lost Land Sage at readprojectsage.com on Webtoon or Comic Fury every other Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. By the way, my name is Tiara, and on my channel I like to give creative advice and insight as I'm on my own indie self-publishing creative online journey. If this sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to hang out every time I upload a new video, which will be in 2 Sundays from today. Be sure to like or dislike this video and comment to leave a review as of why. Get my book, it's out today. Donate on KOFI. Stay curious and suffer the consequences. I'll see you next time.